We had a big discussion at dinner today about the influence of country western music as far as... Right, you weren't there, John. The influence of country western music in England. And someone said that there is no country western influence of music in England today. Is that true?
Well, there's definitely, especially in places... Especially like places like...
George,
That's George Harrison from a local Liverpool Echo, baby. That's why he's moaning.
Senior. He's the one that...
Senior. Oh, yeah, sorry, Senior. And in Liverpool, country and western music was popular before we were even heard of, or rock and roll. They've always had country clubs there where they played it, because the country music is so sort of near Irish music. I don't mean the hiddly-diddly, the way Irish people sing.
But it's still the basic feel, right?
Yeah, and in Ireland, country music, there's nothing else. I mean, American country and western, that's all
What
they listen to.
about the Beatles now? Would they ever do a country western song as we would know it in America?
Well, the most country and western songs we used to do ever, I used to do Honky Tonk Blues, Hank Williams, but I just couldn't sing it, I couldn't do the ogling bits. And so we did an awful lot of Carl Perkins stuff, which we count as country and western, although he had a rock and roll hit, he does a lot of rock and roll here. I think he's country, is he?
Which is a pretty good example of Matchbox, right, with Ringo.
Well, no, I count Matchbox more as a bit more rock.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of his numbers like Sure to Fall and Let's Give Old Tennessee Credit for Music, those things which we count as country. We used to sing them all,
What about folk music, Joan Baez and that type of thing?
Well, we all like Joan Baez, but we love Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, Joan's boyfriend there.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, Bob, you got to watch the image,
John, we talked to Paul and George the other day about the American political situation. You're from Britain. What are your outside views on it?
Well, I don't know. You read in Britain about nasty old Goldwater, I don't know anything about him, really. When Paul was asked the other day, he said, I don't like him. But I don't know enough about him not to like him, I think there must be something funny about him, the way everybody's going mad. But, I'm not interested enough, as long as he doesn't turn out to be Hitler, like they keep saying.
John, you have a very sharp wit. You have a very sharp wit, we see in the press conferences and talking to you.
You read, don't believe what you read.
Well, I've seen it, and do you ever plan to put some comedy into your act?
We used to do it a bit, especially in the old Cabin days. Half the whole thing was just ad lib, what you'd call comedy. We just used to mess about and, jump into the audience, do anything. But now you've got to do 20 minutes or 30 minutes of songs. Excuse me, when do you think?
Speaking of comedy, last night I had an opportunity to see for the first time the television show that you did, which has been shown in England 3 times, but has never been seen here in America. And I understand it was kind of an...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?